I've got a question for you. Do you spend more time taking photos or processing your photos? Chances are you'll spend a lot more time in front of a monitor perfecting your images in Photoshop or whatever post-processing software you use. Now, I'm not as young as I used to be, so I set out to find a big monitor that would make editing photos and video easier and more enjoyable. Here is the Q review of the BenQ SW320. Check out this beast. This is the biggest monitor I've ever used for editing. It's a 31.5-inch 4K IPS display with a laundry list of features that I had to have. For starters, you have a lot of connectivity options. You have an HDMI version 2.0 port, a version 1.4 display and mini display port, an SD card reader, and 3 USB ports. The SW320 is a hardware calibrated monitor, which is quite different than your standard monitors that you're probably used to editing on. You can actually calibrate the monitor's internal image processing chip rather than doing it via your graphics card. This way you'll get consistent results no matter which computer you have this connected to. It displays 99% of the Adobe RGB color space, which is what I shoot with on my Sony mirrorless cameras. With the press of a button on the hotkey puck, you can also toggle between other color modes like sRGB, black and white, Rec 709, DCI-P3, darkroom, and HDR. It includes their Palette Master Element software, which is compatible with a number of popular calibration tools like the stuff from X-Rite and Datacolor. It also includes a detachable shading hood, which helps to cut out glare from surrounding lights, as does the matted screen. Unlike the majority of monitors on the market that offer an 8-bit depth, which displays approximately 16 million colors, this monitor offers 10-bit panels which can display over 1 billion, and that's not million, but billion with a B, different colors. This kind of precision is crucial when you're working on images that have a lot of color transitions or shading. If you want to read a little more about the differences between 8-bit and 10-bit displays, I'll add a link to a useful article on the topic in the description for this video. For years, I would edit on two 27-inch 4K monitors that I picked up from my local computer store. I used one monitor to browse the web or watch videos while I worked on editing my photos and videos on the other monitor. Naturally, I was worried what it would be like to swap two smaller monitors for a bigger one. In practice, the size actually worked out great for dual screen style use. I could open Photoshop or Premiere with plenty of room to access all of the tools that I need, and I can also have a separate window open to watch videos just as I did with the dual monitor setup. Overall, I'm really happy with this monitor. I spent thousands of hours on it over the course of the last 6 months, and the display looks just as gorgeous as it did when I took it out of the box. If you're a professional photographer or video editor, and you want to ensure that your colors are accurate, you should really consider getting a monitor like the SW320. If you have any questions about this monitor, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'll also add a link to the description of this video with more details on this specific model for you to check out. Thanks again for watching my latest Q review, and I will see you in the next one.